I wanted to show you a few tools that would make building a chainsaw a lot more enjoyable. Uh, I'm not saying that these are mandatory at all. The ones that you really need is a way to test the pressure and the vacuum, because when you put the case together and put the cylinder on, it needs to hold pressure and it needs to maintain a vacuum, so the combustion process is complete and correct, when you're running the saw. And the way that you accomplish that is, I think you can get this at the Stihl dealer for maybe 15 bucks or something. And this fits over the studs where the carburetor goes. And you have a nipple here that you would hook here into your pressure gun. Also, there is you can use this on the 440 or the 660. That's available on eBay for $6, I think. And then these are called sealing strips, and you use that in conjunction with this to block off the exhaust port so that you can do a pressure test. So these things will make your saw last longer. You're going to be much more pleased with the saw. And this is a small thing that I think is like $6 that Stihl sells, and it goes in this allows you to test your fuel hose, so that you can test your tank and make sure that it's not going to leak and that your cap is on and sealing correctly and so forth. Many times Stihl has a set that's about $250, and it has a really nice gun in it, and you would have all the adapters. So if you just have lots of money and you'd like to have one of those, the Stihl dealer can fix you up with that. That's for sure. And they have these. I think this is for an 070, and they have this is for my 130 FS 130. They have different ones because, again, if you want to maintain your equipment, this gun will, periodically help you do that. And another thing that is really helpful in building, I think I paid like $10 for this. It's a infrared heat gun, and when you heat your case up, let's say you've got a screw that doesn't want to come out. When you're working with a magnesium case, which a lot of the pro saws are, you can take a heat gun and heat that area up, bust a screw loose, or that's how you put the cases together, or install a bearing, for instance. And they also make, while we're on bearings, they make this tool, and I doubt it's more than $15. And if you have to drive a bearing in to replace it or whatever, that's money well spent. You know, you put it on top of the case and it pushes it right in. You know, and there again you use heat in conjunction with this. This is another tool that you don't have to have, but well, this is a, pretend those aren't there. This was removed, but this will drive the seals in, and if you know, you can use your thumbs, and you can, if you had a, let's say a socket that was the right size, a socket would work. So you know, you can be creative on some of these. T27 driver is absolutely necessary. Small screwdrivers, that's great for, you know, exchanging information with people and just double checking the size of a screw or whatever. This is a really nifty thing. You use this to insert circlips. You can also use this to insert a circlip. So, you know, you might find that other overkill. Okay, those are some basic tools, and they vary from saw to saw. But again, really the only thing that you just really absolutely have to have, I'd say, is this, this, and your pressure gun. And I'd say you could build a saw.